Hey everybody, welcome to Motivational Monday. Dr. Mark Lantz here with you. So glad you have joined us each week. So today let's talk about change. You know, all progress demands change, but not all change delivers progress. You see, we never want to change simply for the sake of changing, because really change can be a leader's greatest friend, or it can also be our worst enemy. Really, it all comes down to how you navigate through the season of change. All great leaders know there's several principles about change that we have to practice. Number one, we need to know what to change. What are those systems? What are those programs that are no longer producing results in your team, your business, your ministry? You know, friend, just because you've always done it that way does not mean that's the only way that it can be done. Great teams recognize, great leaders recognize that when a program, maybe a method of doing things, has lost its relevance, it's lost the impact on the people that you are trying to lead. So don't ever be married to a methodology. Be married to the fact of innovation. Now that applies to you personally as well, because if you refuse to innovate, you're not only going to find your leadership dying, you're also going to find your organization dying. Now, number two, you need to know who to change. There's some members on your team who really are no longer producing results. Now, here's the good news. When you begin to implement change, you will see who on your team is ready for that change. But you're also going to see who's not ready. And those who refuse to adapt to the change, they're going to find themselves on the outside looking in and eventually feel the need to leave your team. That's why, as a leader, the greatest thing that you can do is to focus on the what of the change. Because when you focus on the what of the change, the who will many times take care of itself. Now, if you're not making some people uncomfortable, there's a good chance that you are not leading through this season of change. The reason they feel uncomfortable is because, followers, they fear the process of change more than the change itself. Now, number three, you need to know how to change. The process of the change is going to determine the success of the change. You're the leader, which means it's up to you to be in the front of change. If you want to see change implemented properly and successfully, get in front. How do you do that? Well, first of all, you've got to communicate. Unsuccessful leaders, they tend only to focus on the what behind the change. But great leaders, successful leaders, they communicate not only the what, but they properly communicate the why, the purpose, the reason. They effectively explain the purpose behind the change, and they connect that change to the organization's values. They connect it to the core mission. Great leaders have this unique ability to communicate, to connect in such a way that followers clearly see the benefit of them buying into the change and the urgency, the need for them to do so. Number two, they collaborate. Bring your team together. Plan, execute the change together as a team. It's not your job as a leader to have all of the ideas. In fact, you're not the smartest person in the room. In fact, if you are the smartest person in the room, as I've told you many times, you're most likely in the wrong room. In fact, rarely do I have the ideas, do I have everything that it takes to implement the vision of change and to achieve what we need to achieve as a team. So you've got to communicate, you've got to collaborate, you've got to be able to connect with the people, and then at the end of the day, you've got to be able to implement that change. So listen, I want you to really think about change this week, okay? Look at what needs to change, look at who needs to change, and then look at how you need to change. Communicate it, collaborate it, and then commit to it. When you can do that, you're going to see a great change in your organization. Hey, thank you so much for joining me. Motivational Monday every week is here to inspire you. I want you to just press that like button, share it with your family and friends. Let's get together every single week and let's chase the life we are committed to live.